me say this to the folks out here who are protesting and are speaking out about. I'm sorry, you see me. I'm sorry. I'm in the Volvo. Not really good at making videos. That light is not really ambient. Grandma was answering questions, and one girl was talking about how she protested in Phoenix, Arizona, and just all the different stuff she dealt with, giving her the middle finger and everything, and how he was talking about how, I know it must be hard for you. I want you guys to understand something. Caucasian buys into this system. When they see Trump, that's what they wish they could be. And the Caucasian, through capitalism, he always believes that he one day can be rich too. He buys into the system. That's why he gets so angry when you bring up stuff like that. It's kind of like the police shootings. The white boys said, were you there? Were you there? And I have to be there. That's all they've got. That's all. It's almost like they're the defense attorney for the officer. They don't even know half the story. Then it's crazy because then you talk to them and you're like, dude, they released the video 3 hours ago. Oh, I didn't see that. Or Trump, whether something crazy Trump says, and they're like, example, Trump did that tweet where he was like, all American corporations need to come home. And folks were like, this is like fashion. This is like a ruler with tyrant would say this. And one of those guys was like, well, it's not like he ordered them. That was in the tweet. You hear about it, this is an order. He said that. These white boys, like that's why I say to you, they want to believe in the system that as soon as Trump says something or one of these cops that does something, says something, they're running out to defend him because they believe in it. Even when the cops say shit and they're like, and it's like, oh, everybody's like, oh, I can't believe he said it. They're still trying to find a way to defend it. Like they're in the boat with those guys. Like, and it gets me because it really, if you're a white person, you're a conservative, and we're going into this, amalgamation, this browning of America, you want black people to see it from your point of view. When you do things like that, you're so quick to defend without even following it. And a lot of white men are like that. The one I Bob that worked with the Eagle, he liked Trump and all this stuff, but he didn't even follow Trump. He just like repeating, regurgitating shit he seen on Fox News. He talk about climate change. He's talking about, well, I'm sure cows aren't. So I'm just like, I know you heard that on Fox News, and I know the way they said it. It was supposed to be like this kind of a joke to insult the left, to make us look stupid. You didn't even say it right. I mean, it's not funny, but I know that somebody, you heard that from somebody, like a child. I know you did. You heard that from somebody. You're repeating it. You don't even really know what they're talking about when they refer to cow flatulence and other things. You don't even understand it yourself. And for you, it's not about the science of what they're talking about it. For you, it's about just making fun of the liberals want to get rid of cows. The liberals, what are the liberals up to next? That's what you're doing. That's their rationale. That's their narrative. I heard somebody say that liberals operate off of outrage. Well, there's a lot of things to be outraged about. They had a shooting in Texas where the police gave no press conference, no nothing. They shot a black man. They gave no explanation whatsoever. I mean, you want me to say it's not something to be outraged about? All these police shootings and stuff, you don't want me to be outraged about that? The fact that you had Navy SEALs murder people, and then the president, and then the military is like, well, at least, he did at least this one thing, and the president wants to pardon of everything, and give him food. I shouldn't be outraged. There's a lot of things to be outraged about. A lot of things. And for the right, their response, I guess, would be just to make fun of everything. Everything's a big joke. Everything's ha ha ha, he. That's their perspective. You know? Let's say income inequality is something to be outraged about. I say the fact that you waged the war on the basis of a lie, and now we know that you had 3 administrations lie to the American people about the fact the war has not been going well, we've been losing. That's something to be outraged about. So I know when you talk this stuff to white people, it makes sense. But to anybody else out here works for a living, they know that, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like InfoWars. They made a video. They had a thing that they were showing. I guess people at a college from white supremacy, and it was like it was just giving you certain things we already know is true, and people were InfoWars like, oh, this is funny. Look at the left. No, that's how a lot of these white guys are. That's true. Like, you know what I mean? Because he's only talking white people. So they're not even attempting to cross the... I'm leaning across. I'm telling white people, look, man, there's only one guy out here that's really considered like working class. Look, man, you know, I'm not against white people, okay? Moving on. So white folks believe in the system, no matter how crooked or corrupt it might get. And that's why they get so angry with you, especially you as a Caucasian. You know, I read a guy on Cedar Post. This cop was talking about how, what is it for white people who protest police brutality? What is it for white people who protest about social inequality? You know what that is? That scares them. They spend all this time saying that the only people protest is we're all criminals and drug addicts and drug dealers. And the idea that these things hurt white people too, and that even white people who are educated, who are not drug addicts, who are not alcoholics, who are not running around fucking everything moving, that you have white people who recognize what income inequality is, that scares you, don't it? You're scared by that, aren't you, Cracker? You're scared because that... I told my friend this, that we were talking about 2040 and you know, the browning of America, and I was saying to him that it isn't just the browning of America, is that you're going to have a lot more white people who are disproportionately affected by income inequality and things like that, which means they're more likely to come to my side or at least be receptive to what I'm saying, which is that the issue is class. If I can get white folks to hear me, not necessarily agree, but to hear me and hear my message, oh, that scares you, crackers, don't it? All y'all. Because then you can't sit up here and just mock, you know, poor people and mock black, because maybe we don't have the best vocabulary. Maybe we don't have the best of all those type of things. Maybe we don't have those things. It doesn't make us any less than you. But you won't have the power to do that then. And you're scared. Oh, you're terrified about that, aren't you? Oh, you crackers are terrified. Of course you are. We're coming. Are you ready?